Hello guys, welcome back to more Addicted on the Force 9's YouTube channel. This save with Charlton on Football Manager 2015. Today I've got a game against Blackburn away for you, and we're actually doing really well. We lost the first game of the season 3-2 against Wolves. Had a little bit of a meeting with our board who were unhappy with the result, but it wasn't our fault. Players played shit, but since then they've been excellent. Look at this: 4-1, 4-1, 0-0, 3-1, 3-0. I'll go through those games in detail in a minute. One of those goals was bullshit, if I remember. Well, it might have been a different game, a different save, I can't remember. But yeah, we've actually done really well since, and our job status has returned to stable. It was insecure, but after our failure to get promoted last season, but it's got back to stable, so I'm pleased with that. And I've made one more signing. We're still bloody cursor's frozen again. They're still trying to make another signing. There's still a few days left of the transfer window, but I did bring in a new player. I did manage to get, I can show you as soon as my cursor returns. I did manage to get Andreas Pereira in on a free transfer, former Man United player, so he'll join Marnik Vermeil, who he will no doubt have some history with as a former colleague. 19 flair, I just noticed that. That's excellent. So he can play on the left, but I want to really try and use him now as a centre midfielder, because we have some troubles with injuries at the moment, and centre midfield is a place that needs working on really. But then again, so is left midfield. Gudmundsson and Harry are both injured at the moment, so we don't have a natural left midfielder. So that's where Pereira is going to be playing, I think. So we'll see what we can do with that. So let's have a look at him on the left. Let's look at wing attack. So 19 flair, 13 pace. So he's a pacey player, which is a good 14 acceleration. Technical wise, dribbling, good, so we can run down the wing. Technique, good. Good passing as well, so we can get the ball into the area. Hopefully get a few assists. So I've go through these 5 games that I played off screen. And I also have a draw for you today, because we're in the League Cup 3rd round. We've been doing excellent in this cup with 2 away wins. So let's go through the matches. So first of all, against Northampton away, 1-4-1. Really good. Really pleased with this. Wasn't quite sure how it was going to go. Northampton aren't an easy team to face, but we did really well. We dominated this match. Chuli with a 13th minute goal. He's actually picked himself up since the end of last season, where he ended last season badly, but this season he started excellently. Jordan Cousins, 33rd minute. Forestieri started scoring goals. I wasn't sure about him at first. He had a few poor performances at the start of the season, but since then, look at that form. 8.16 average over the past 5 games is fantastic, and I'm praising him now on his recent form. I was looking at his first 2 games for Forestieri. He didn't look all that good, but he's done well since. So went into half-time 3-0 up, and then 2 quick goals from both teams at the start of the second half. Gethin Jones for Northampton, he used to present Blue Peter, if I remember correctly, and then Igor Vetikale a minute later for Charlton, and that's how it finished, 4-1. So we advanced to the second round, where we drew Sheffield United. I'll look at that game in a minute. But our next game was in the Championship against Huddersfield, another 4-1 win. And, well, 3 of the same scorers. But it was Huddersfield that went in the lead first. Now, was this the poor pass, or was that a different one? There was one goal. It might have been in a different save. It might have been in a personal save, but we went behind. No, it was at the other end, so it might have been a different save. But we went behind, and it was just a really stupid back pass. And, the player latched onto it and scored. So Danny Wall put Huddersfield up ahead in the 3rd minute. But then we scored 2 goals going into half-time. Chuli, 36th minute. And then Jordan Cousins in the 2nd minute of injury time. He only scored 1 goal last season. He's already beaten that. And then Forestieri in the second half with his 2nd goal in as many games. And then Callum Harriott with the rebound. I'll just look at this goal. Jackson with the free kick. Lewis could only parry it onto the post, and then Harriott was the first person to it. So another 4-1 win there. Excellent performance again. Really, really good. Excellent. Second half was fantastic. They made a goalless draw against Ipswich. This was at Potman Road. Yeah, not much to say about this. Not a lot. We didn't have a lot of shots, but then Ipswich did have a lot of shots, but only 1 on target. How many? Actually, were there actually any clear-cut chances in this match? Well, they had 1, and we didn't have any. So the 1 chance they had, they didn't take it, and they missed the target 6 times. This was a poor match. This was a really bad match. Next game was against Bolton. There it is, 3-1 win there. or here. It was at the Valley. Bolton went into half-time ahead. No, they didn't. They didn't go in half-time ahead, but they went ahead through Billiat, 40th minute. And again, Verticale straight back in a minute later. This was after an injury to Jackson. As you can see, we had to make 2 first-half substitutions due to injury. Jackson and Harriet both injured in the first half, which was absolutely sucked. But Verticale scored a goal. When was that changed? 45th minute. Verticale equalised, and then in the second half it was Chuli. And then Tukadian, who hadn't scored I think in 8 games, scored a penalty. You know, I think he was the default to take it, and he took it and he scored. So I'll take that. He's broken his scoring duck, but I want him to get a goal from open play. So I started putting him off the bench. I might start him today though. I'm not quite sure because Verticale has been doing well, but you know he hasn't done very well so far this season. But then again, those 4 appearances have all been from the bench. He hasn't started a game yet, so I might start him today. So that was the 3-1 win, and then in the cup we faced Sheffield United away. Again, another difficult fixture, but we came through winners. We won 3-0. Verticale with another goal, and then Forestieri with 2 goals, and he was absolutely fantastic in this game. 9.0. So yeah, a really, really good performance again. And I've been playing Paul Nardi in the cup games, and he's actually done pretty well. Averaged in the cup with his 2 games 7, so that's all right. So I'm impressed with him. And yeah, those are the games. So before we play Blackburn, we have a cup draw, which, oh, okay, never mind. We do Nottingham Forest. There you go. So you didn't actually get to see it. So it's another tough away fixture. And Nottingham Forest are 2nd in the Championship, I think. Let's have a look at the table. There we go. So we're in 5th place. We are, well, it's only 4 games played, so there's still a lot of games left to be played. We have lost that 1 game, of course, which was the first one against Wolves. Stoke and Nottingham Forest and Millwall still unbeaten with 10 points apiece. Stoke with the superior goal difference of +10 after 4 games. So yeah, they've done really well from the start. Stoke relegated from the league, of course. They went out on penalties to Pompey though. 9-8. That's a big shootout. But then you know, you never miss penalties in this game. Never seem to anyway. So you know we're doing okay. 9 goals scored, which is okay, but we conceded 5. I'd like to concede a few less, but 3 of those were against Wolves, so not too bothered about that. Having a look at our squad, let's just have a look at the overall stats. So yeah, Forestieri with 6 appearances so far, and Verticale's top scorer. Forestieri's on 3, Chuli's on 3, Cousins on 2, and then you've got Harriet and Tikadian on 1. Forestieri and Chuli with 4 assists apiece. Forestieri 3 man of the match awards already. Yellow cards, just 5 players that have been booked. No red cards yet, and on average, Forestieri 7.88 average. Excellent. Really pleased with that. I also played Vermeil for 1 game in the cup. I rested a few players in my most recent cup game. Played Vermeil, played Morgan Fox for the first time. So that's that, and they did really well. So let's go to the Blackburn game now. See how we do. It's away. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. Did I sell people? Harry Lennon left the club because he wanted to leave, so he went for nothing in the end. But managed to free up some wage space so they could make wages and make money to sign Pereira. Even though there's a free transfer, he still cost me like 20 odd grand, but we didn't have that money. Rooney out of England reckoning. Martin Yole is the England manager. That's mental. Don't need to know about any of this. Oh, it's Champions League draws. Don't need to know about that. Or is that Europa League draw? No, it's Europa League draw. Stoke lost. Chelsea were in the Europa League. Stoke lost to Huddersfield, so they've dropped their first. Well, no, they were unbeaten. They're no longer unbeaten, so we can still make ground on the top teams. Yeah, that can happen. Come on, I want to get to this match now. Whenever you're ready. So we'll have a look at outgoings as well. So Brentford and Fulham, the early game. Let's just skip that and see what happened there. 1-1. Right. let's go back to our transfers and see if anything else happened. So yeah, Barrow and Meatov got sold last time around. So Harry Lennon went to Plymouth on a free, and Parsiek went on loan to one of our feeder clubs. He did get a goal in one of the games. I think it was in one of our Europa League games. Europa League games. What am I talking about? Bloody in Leon mode, aren't I? Where did he score? It must have been one of our friendlies then. So yeah, he's gone off for more first team football. But then yeah, we got Pereira in. So match preview. Straight 4-4-2 it seems by Blackburn. So we're going to play this. So yeah, injuries. So alright, I can't play Yusuf. Oh great. Great. Right, we'll have to do that. There's no other choice really. Okay, so injuries. We have 3, but they're annoying ones. So Captain Jackson had a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out for a couple of weeks at least, maybe 3 weeks. So stamina's gone down, things have gone down. That's expected for an injury. Callum Harriott was injured in the same match, and he's going to be out for another 8 to 12 days. So maybe 2 weeks out for him, giving the recovery time as well to get back to fitness. And then our other left-sided midfielder, Gudmundsson, is still out, and he's going to be out for another 3 months with his calf injury. So we might have to look at maybe getting a left-sided midfielder, like on loan, even though we have Pereira. But we might need to get someone in on loan just to cover for the 3 months maybe. We'll see. So the team, I'm pretty happy with this, I think. Do you know, I can't not play Vedekele. He's doing so well. Right. We are going to do this. So Henderson in goal, Wiggins and Solly out wide on the defence. Onyewu and Gomez, Cousins. I'm going to go with Holmes, Dennis in midfield. Musa on the left, Chuli on the right, and then Vedekele and Forestieri. I think I'll have to do that. And then, just to fill a gap on... Oh, that Pereira isn't fit. Very tired after his last match. So, where is this Jack Arthur play? Oh, left midfield. Is he actually any good? No, of course he isn't. So why is he on my bench? No, he's a goalkeeper. I don't want him. I'm trying to find someone to, just to be that placeholder on the bench. He's another goalkeeper. Larry Weston, what are you? Goalkeeper. We have so many defenders and goalkeepers in our youth teams. It's ridiculous. We can't do anything else. That's it. We'll have to put him on the bench. What was he? Left midfielder, wasn't he? Well, if worst comes to worst, we'll have to play him, but I don't want to have to. We're away, aren't we? So we'll go control, flexible. I'm going to keep high tempo on, but if we start, doing well possession-wise, I'll turn that off and maybe go lower tempo, but I'll try and cut the pace a bit. But yeah, that's what we'll go with. So let's submit the team. So that Jack Arthur's got to have a player. You're not having number 11. You can go fuck yourself. 31. There you go. Right, continue. Instructions, team talk. Pick up where you left off, because that has worked so well so far. Right, here we go. Blackburn, here we go. It's them that kick off. And Gomez with a header. Doesn't go to anyone though. Britain to Mahoney. Musa wins the ball. Did he run out of play? I don't know, because the highlight ended. Onyewu with a long throw. Doesn't go to anyone though. Richards with the header. Chris Solly. Gets a cross in. Chuli. Back to Solly again. And that was well over, I think. Nowhere near the goal. Stephen Fletcher plays for Blackburn. That's the thing. About halfway through the first half. Oh, great. Thank you very much. Forestier has been injured. Okay, tick it down. Alright, come on. Show me what you can do now. I want to see a goal from open play. Sorry, I've got an itchy beard, if you can hear that. Onyewu with another long... Those long throws aren't going to anybody. Why not? People aren't actually coming forward for them. Holmes Dennis with the ball now. Now Vedekele... Well, we couldn't chase onto that. That can't be Micah Richards, surely. This Blackburn team is amazing. Joe Robles, Micah Richards, Ben Turner, Antonio Luna, Leon Britton, Stephen Fletcher. How do they get all these players? Elphick, Wow. I'm impressed, Blackburn. That's a good team you got there. They're going to be tough to beat. Mahoney. Still going, and well, amounted to nothing. Half an hour in. We haven't done that well. It's still 0-0 though. At least we haven't conceded. We are just edging it in possession, so I'm going to turn off the high tempo and maybe go a bit more structured. Okay, we're into half time. We can still win this, yeah. Keep going out there and you can still win. Now I think we'll do this. There we go. Happy. Still happy. Delighted for Verticale. Good. Right. Hopefully that injury to Forestieri isn't bad because he's been so good so far. Luna clears the ball out for a throw. Now, okay, no, we're not going to see the long throw. 51 minutes in. Conway with a free kick. Hit the bar. Do you know, it hasn't been a very good game so far. And I apologise for that. Verticale has been terrible. Right, let's try Fluid. No, stop being exhausted. Why are you doing that? Oh, this is mental. This is stupid. I don't want a 0-0 draw. Holmes Dennis with the ball now. And Henderson, well held. Good. Holmes Dennis wins the ball, but he's dispossessed by Kearney. Fletcher to Mahoney now. Now they're pushing forward here. Kearney. Holmes Dennis again wins the ball. He's done well today, Holmes Dennis. He's won a lot of possession. Verticale. He's dispossessed again. He's been poor. I need to take him off. We're going to keep Tukadian. I'm going to bring on Simon Church, even though he hasn't really played at all so far. Poacher. So we'll leave it at that, because that's 2 changes now. I don't want to make one more in case we do get an injury to someone. Tukadian, Chuli, Verticale. There we go. Finally. I've just taken him off as well. That seems to happen quite a lot for me, actually. I sub a player, and as soon as I've made the substitution, he actually scores a goal. Solid with a throw in. Tukadian loses out to Ben Turner. Gomez back up pitch. He was definitely offside. He must have been offside. Never mind, he's saved it. There's no way that was onside. Right, I need to make that last change because Chuli and Holmes Dennis need to be looked at. Right. What can I do here? I don't really have any white. Do I want to play this Jack Arthur? You know, we're only 1-0 ahead. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. What can I do? One of these 2 guys has to go. Solly can play in midfield, so I'll do that. I will bring on Vermeil for Holmes Dennis. Now, what position do I want Solly in? What can he actually play in midfield? What's he good with? He's actually okay as a box-to-box midfielder, so I'll keep it at that, and then we'll hope for the best. If we can scrape a 1-0 win, I'll be happy with that. Here we go, it's full time. We scraped a win there, that was alright. That was a good team actually as well. So I'll just say focus on the next match. There we go, scraped a win. Now I'm really hoping that injury isn't serious. Please. Please, not another injury. Not another injury. We've got 3 emails. Oh, 2 to 3 weeks. Another bloody knee. That is really damaged us now. We need to make some changes. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Oh no. Right. That's put a damper on things. Our best player so far this season is now injured for 3 weeks, and we're got to do without him. Do you know what? I miss Modo Barrow. That's bad. Right. I might have to move the formation a bit because there's not really anything else we can do. We're in the second place with that though, with our third win. There's oh my god, there's 8 people on 10 points. That's pretty insane. Our goal difference is +5, which is okay. Not as good as Stoke though, but we're facing Stoke soon, so maybe that should be next video. Hull, Watford, Brighton, Forest. Yeah. So our next game will be against the current leaders, Stoke, and it's at home as well. So if we can get 3 points there, then we should really leapfrog them, unless we have an absolute disastrous month here with Hull, Watford, Brighton, and then League Cup with Forest. If we can get past the 3rd round, that would be amazing. Where are we expected to get in the League Cup? 3rd round, which is where we are. So anything plus past here is a bonus. And if we can play like we did against Sheffield and Northampton, we'll hopefully go far, and we'll actually start facing some league teams and be up there with some of the big boys. We'll see. That's going to do it for today. I'm being quiet because people are going to bed. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.